what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers.
We play to win. Let's go!
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
We're going to 54. Wire. We're going to 54. Wire.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
We own it. We own it. Here we go, 46. Hey, kill. 26.
Prescott now. They complete it to Hill. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right, set. 53.
Mike's 15.
Go Bandit.
Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
Check 64. Weak. Check 99. Hey, check 24.
From the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. Check pass. Check pass. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. It's Hill, complete. Touchdown, 49ers! Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
I got you. My game. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing. Hey, exit. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey, go 66. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Kill. Mike 8. Hey, echo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper, alert! Bravo! Watch the screen. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion. What he hit?
To throw again, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
You got nothing. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Alert. Hey, team 6. My game. I got it. Mike 8. I'm coming. Hey, check it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Pulled in at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and he fires one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, we're going to 53. Then we're going to 53. Rush in. 26.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What
it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, go to 54, go to 54. Line. Here we go, 46, 46, 26.
Here's Prescott going up top. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
26.
This is Coleman with a grab. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Hey, kill. 47. Mike 51. Hey, man, we're going to 54. Why here? Here we go, 47. Go. Mike 51. Swear today.
And again, it's Prescott. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Brady going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. D Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Come on, now. Let's go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
51, Mike, 51.
In your face.
Mike, 51. Go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't?
Bandit.
Check. 47. Under.
Mike 51.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a 49.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Wide, get wide.
On 1st down, Brady. He's got Thompson here, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Bills on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Brady. And that's complete to Croft. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 36. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Go Bandit! Go 50!
Throwing on first down is Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 37-yard line.
Right 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the safety creep.
Shit. Deuce. Watch twist. Watch the 26.
On second down, a run with Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Prescott. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check. Check 9. Watch the edge. Check 50. Slam. Shoot. Check it. Alert. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Hey, check it. Kill. Topper. Hey, Zoo. Rip. 72.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Second down.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Sugar. Hey. High 7. My game. Watch the screen. Check it. Mike 8. Hey, orbit. Sugar.
Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. 4-8. Let's get the ball. We're going to 53. 26.
First down, Prescott. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go. 4-8. Showing it. Go. Get out there. Check nickel. Check. Frank, what do you think?
He's going. Prescott stripped.
You don't want no problem. From me. Boom! Yeah, baby.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Regular. Alpha.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete to Brown. And I think the ball's out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. To throw again on second down. Brady looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
15's the mic. 15's the mic. I got 15. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Right, fellas, right. 72.
Throwing again. Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Hey, Haywood.
Check 3.
Regular.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, tight end's right.
Go.
We got 4.
Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length, and the Bills claw one back. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
No problem there on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Mullins now, 4 of 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Shrugs through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that will shave one more off this lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, McKinnon again. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. 46 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10.
Yes. 61, matchbox, shoot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Alpha, hey, Echo. Check it, reload.
You got tight right there.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Ozzy. Bravo.
Here's Brady to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think I'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together.
John Brown, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, 78 yards, and the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. The extra point up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Second down, McKinnon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I
got 15.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear. 72.
Check 4, check 4. Kill.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check hot route. Hot.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Here we go. He's coming. Double up.
He's coming, double up. Check, 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 check.
Hey, 66. Rip.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Don't say nothing.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 66.
On play action, now Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 13. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Hey!
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady will try again on second down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
Let's go.
At their own 41-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Gun. Then we're going to 53.
From the 44, Prescott, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Niners on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, 47. We're going to 54. Why is?
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He is going to find Hill here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
There we go. Try 80. What we got?
Hey, Mike 20. Here we go.
Swear to, hey. 26.
And again, it's Prescott. Completes it to Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now McKinnon, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. They run once more with McKinnon, and they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Completes it to Aguilar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line 8. Mike 20. Here we go, go to 53.
Hey,
Here we go.
watch the slant.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. He can't get away, and Brady will go down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack on first down, Brady, it's caught by Aguilar. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's go! Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.